a team like Olay.
Yeah.
I was really proud of the way we played.
Yeah.
Made a fantastic play. You know, you want to make that pass to the back foot and really give your teammate an opportunity just to slide it home first time, but Aldama was not able to handle it.
Midwest are able to work it up. How about this back post? A pretty goal. Raul Montañez doubles the lead.
Look, Aldama could not handle the pass to put it away himself, so he said, you know what, Montañez, I'm going to give it back to you, Raul. With a little back heel flick, just roll over, give it back to him. Montañez ending the attack.
Couple now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing.
Nice run out of here at Lansing City. Oh, excellent play. Lansing City with a goal. We were just talking about Ole's ability to make the extra pass, and wouldn't you know it, Lansing City does the same exact thing.
Like, if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league, and he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. You know, Lucario was in there for 20 minutes, first half, didn't give up any. And so, like, that's a huge disparity. Sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Lansing City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
There's a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco
got it.
Yeah,
oh,
Blanco
wow.
touched it.
Great
Did you hear
effort.
me say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. I just have to mention before we move on here, that game was so amazing. You know how many players under the age of 20 were part of it?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of them.
Ethan Castaneda, there's been times where something that he does in the game is exposed, or mistakes and things like that. He was amazing in this game. Last week against Jinga he was, and in this game he played really well, and I think the things that Lansing City have been investing in are starting to pay off. Gomez putting heavy pressure on. And here he is. He finishes. Olay go up by 1.
And when you think about the addition of Daniel De Leon and what he means to this team, we told you that he was the assist leader last season. The goal, outstanding effort from De Leon to create that. Really good positioning and understanding.
We're ticking down to the final moments. Shoreline City trying to put something together. Aldoni Mendez, he's shielding off Hasevic's toe poke, finds the back of the net. Shoreline's up by 1 with a minute to play.
Wow, Aldoni Mendez just showing his intelligence to shield the ball, to not let Hasevic come through, and just to prevent, I mean, Hasevic is pulling at him, just to prevent any.
Mckenzie plays it in, gets it right back. Ramsey Terminini. Weisenhunt's across. Whoa! Hold up! Ramsey Terminini from the circle.
And just like that, Jinga is back in this match. What a shot from Terminini from deep.
My.
Unbelievable. He unleashes just power.
Placement to the upper 90 back post, and the lead is ultimately asking the question, like, was this the best match of futsal on U.S. soil? From a perspective of an entire 40 minutes of futsal, 2 teams that are playing really good futsal. It's back and forth, but not because it's chaotic.
The intensity just kept increasing.
Yeah.
And it started at kickoff.
Very little drop off or mistake, and they just keep playing that really good futsal. This is what it's supposed to look like right here. There's no doubt that the environment, it's a part of what makes the game what it is. But I think like this is a game that if you took all that away and you just watched the game, it would be amazing still. They're currently down 2. Here's Hindich at the near post. She slots it in. What a placement.
Yeah, fantastic.
From number 9,
placement.
Medina Hindich. We take another look.
That's what,
wow.
You know, Ole has to be frustrated with the goalkeeping.
I was pleasantly surprised with how we did. I feel like we did compete to the level that we could. I think you could definitely tell like our lack of experience. I think some of our goals were generally just some mistakes, and I think it's like a combination of nerves and just not, having the experience playing at the pace that we were playing. It's really fast, and I think if we tighten that up, like we could have, stayed.
Yeah.
Really like there with them, which is cool. I think for our first game, especially going against a team like Ole, I was really proud of the way we played.
Yeah.
Made a fantastic play. You want to make that pass to the back foot and really give your teammate an opportunity just to slide it home first time, but Aldama was not able to handle it.
Midwest are able to work it up. How about this back post? A pretty goal. Raul Montañez doubles the lead.
Look, Aldama could not handle the pass to put it away himself, so he said, you know what, Montañez, I'm going to give it back to you, Raul. With a little back heel flick, just roll over, give it back to him. Montañez ending the attack.
Couple now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing.
Nice run out of here at Lansing City. Oh, excellent play. Lansing City with a goal. We were just talking about Ole's ability to make the extra pass, and wouldn't you know it, Lansing City does the same exact thing.
Like, if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league, and he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Lucario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, that's a huge disparity. Sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Lansing City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
It was a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco
got it.
Yeah, Blanco touched it. Did you hear me say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. I just have to mention before we move on here, that game was so amazing. You know how many players under the age of 20 were part of it?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of them.
Ethan Castaneda, there's been times where something that he does in the game is exposed, or mistakes and things like that. He was amazing in this game. Last week against Jinga he was, and in this game he played really well, and I think the things that Lansing City have been investing in are starting to pay off. Gomez putting heavy pressure on. And here he is. He finishes. Ole go up by 1.
And when you think about the addition of Daniel De Leon and what he means to this team, we told you that he was the assist leader last season. The goal. Outstanding effort from De Leon to create that. Really good positioning and understanding.
We're ticking down to the final moments. Shoreline City trying to put something together. Aldoni Mendez, he's shielding off Hasevic's toe poke, finds the back of the net. Shoreline's up by 1 with a minute to play.
Wow, Aldoni Mendez just showing his intelligence to shield the ball, to not let Ostovic come through, and just to prevent, I mean, Ostovic is pulling at him, just to prevent any.
Mckenzie plays it in, gets it right back to Ramsey Terminini. Weisenhunt's across, whoa! Hold up! Ramsey Terminini from the circle.
And just like that, Jenga is back in this match. What a shot from Terminini from deep.
My.
Unbelievable. He unleashes just power.
Placement to the upper 90 back post, and the lead is ultimately asking the question, like, was this the best match of futsal on U.S. soil? From a perspective of an entire 40 minutes of futsal, two teams that are playing really good futsal. It's back and forth, but not because it's chaotic.
The intensity just kept increasing.
Yeah.
And it started at kickoff.
Very little drop-off or mistake, and they just keep playing that really good futsal. This is what it's supposed to look like right here. There's no doubt that the environment, it's a part of what makes the game what it is. But I think, like, this is a game that if you took all that away and you just watched the game, it would be amazing still. They're currently down 2. Here's Hindich at the near post. She slots it in. What a placement.
Yeah, fantastic.
From number 9,
placement.
Medina Hindich. So we take another look.
That's what,
wow.
You know, Ole has to be frustrated with the goalkeeping.
I was pleasantly surprised with how we did. I feel like we did compete to the level that we could. I think you could definitely tell, like, our lack of experience. I think some of our goals were generally just some mistakes, and I think it's like a combination of nerves and just not, having the experience playing at the pace that we were playing. It's really fast, and I think if we tighten that up, like, we could have, stayed really, like, there with them, which is cool. I think for our first game, especially going against a team like Ole, I was really proud of the way we played.
Yeah.
Made a fantastic play. You want to make that pass to the back foot and really give your teammate an opportunity just to slide it home first time, but Aldama was not able to handle it.
Midwest are able to work it up. How about this back post? A pretty goal. Raul Montañez doubles the lead.
Look, Aldama could not handle the pass to put it away himself, so he said, you know what, Montañez, I'm going to give it back to you, Raul. With a little back heel flick, just roll over, give it back to him. Montañez ending the attack.
Couple now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing.
Nice run out of here at Lansing City. Oh, excellent play. Lansing City with a goal. We were just talking about Ole's ability to make the extra pass, and wouldn't you know it, Lansing City does the same exact thing.
Like, if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league, and he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Vicario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, like, that's a huge disparity. Sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Kansas City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
It was a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco got it. Yeah, Blanco touched it. Did you hear me say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. I just have to mention before we move on here, that game was so amazing. You know how many players under the age of 20 were part of it?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of them.
Ethan Castaneda, there's been times where something that he does in the game is exposed, or mistakes and things like that. He was amazing in this game. Last week against Jinga he was, and in this game he played really well, and I think the things that Lansing City have been investing in are starting to pay off. Gomez putting heavy pressure on. And here he is. He finishes. Olay go up by 1.
And when you think about the addition of Daniel De Leon and what he means to this team, we told you that he was the assist leader last season. The goal, outstanding effort from De Leon to create that. Really good positioning and understanding.
We're ticking down to the final moments. Shoreline City trying to put something together. Aldoni Mendez, he's shielding off Hasevic's toe poke, finds the back of the net. Shoreline's up by 1 with a minute to play.
Wow, Aldoni Mendez just showing his intelligence to shield the ball, to not let Hasevic come through, and just to prevent, I mean, Hasevic is pulling at him, just to prevent any.
Mckenzie plays it in, gets it right back. Ramsey Terminini. Weisenhunt's across. Whoa! Hold up! Ramsey Terminini from the circle.
And just like that, Jinga is back in this match. What a shot from Terminini from deep.
My.
Unbelievable. He unleashes just power.
Placement to the upper 90 back post, and the lead is ultimately asking the question, like, was this the best match of futsal on U.S. soil? From a perspective of an entire 40 minutes of futsal, 2 teams that are playing really good futsal. It's back and forth, but not because it's chaotic.
The intensity just kept increasing.
Yeah.
And it started at kickoff.
Very little drop off or mistake, and they just keep playing that really good futsal. This is what it's supposed to look like right here. There's no doubt that the environment, it's a part of what makes the game what it is. But I think like this is a game that if you took all that away and you just watched the game, it would be amazing still. They're currently down 2. Here's Hindich at the near post. She slots it in. What a placement.
Yeah, fantastic.
From number 9,
placement.
Medina Hindich. So take another look.
That's what,
wow.
You know, Olay has to be frustrated with the goalkeeping.
I was pleasantly surprised with how we did. I feel like we did compete to the level that we could. I think you could definitely tell like our lack of experience. I think some of our goals were generally just some mistakes, and I think it's like a combination of nerves and just not, having the experience playing at the pace that we were playing. It's really fast, and I think if we tighten that up, like we could have, stayed.
Yeah.
Really like there with them, which is cool. I think for our first game, especially going against a team like Olay, I was really proud of the way we played.
Yeah.
Made a fantastic play. You want to make that pass to the back foot and really give your teammate an opportunity just to slide it home first time, but Aldama was not able to handle it.
Midwest are able to work it up. How about this back post? A pretty goal. Raul Montañez doubles the lead.
Look, Aldama could not handle the pass to put it away himself, so he said, you know what, Montañez, I'm going to give it back to you, Raul. With a little back heel flick, just roll over, give it back to him. Montañez ending the attack.
Couple now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel.
Welcome to the Jolt Creativity pregame show. Jolt Creativity. Destroy the lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Futsal Champions Series live. We have a full slate of games today, 3 of them for you, starting off with this one here, FCS Women's Comeback in Action. I'm Jared Kleppel bringing you the action today. These are 2 teams that have not seen the floor yet this year, and they get to do it for the first time right in front of you. Shoreline City, we don't know a whole lot about this team, but they are going to be on the court for the first time today. For Chicago House, we know a little bit more, really just some names of players. Kelly Hefner, Mckenzie Rogers, Yuridia Hernandez, some players to look out for them. Perhaps the most interesting thing about this game is after this one is played, we will have seen all 4 women's teams in action, and we'll be able to see a little more clearly how this season might shake out. That is coming up very soon. The kickoff is just around the corner. We're going to send you to a quick ad break. Don't go anywhere. It is the Futsal Champions Series Women's Division. Action returns with 2 brand new teams here in Muskegon as Shoreline City hosts Chicago House for each squad's first match of the year. Shoreline are here to solidify themselves in the league and defend home court with a victory, while Chicago House look to their D1 college soccer talent in Mckenzie Rogers and Keagon to propel them to the win column. Can they take care of business on the road, or will Shoreline start the year with a valuable 3 points? I'm Jared Kleppel bringing you the action today. Kickoff has begun here in Muskegon. In Chicago House in the camo green going left to right on your screen. And the Shoreline ladies in the black with the pink pinstripes going right to left. Starting lineups for the teams today. For the home squad, Shoreline City, Camp Morales, Olsen, Bobadilla, and Quidor in net. One name that jumps out to me is Fixo Bianco Bobadilla, sibling to Diego Bobadilla, who plays for the Lansing City squad. And for the away team, Ruka, Magana, Hernandez, Rogers, and Flores is how they will start. Evelyn Flores in net. And kind of the deep fuchsia pink on the other side of the floor. Will be a key player for the Chicago House squad today. Here's Shoreline City, number 9, Bianca Bobadilla playing to the far side. Morales with it. Again to Bobadilla, trying to break the line of Chicago House. Looks like they are in a diamond defensive zone. That'll be something to pay attention to, is how do each of these teams choose to defend, and do they come out a little bit more defensive and safe, this being their first game in this inaugural year for the FCS Women's Division. Chicago House looking for a transition. Put out a play by Krulek on the Shoreline City side. We'll have a kick in for Chicago House. And here they go. Elise Vogel with it. With a shot, left foot. Trying to find the far post, but blocked before it could get there. That was calling out, looking at the wrong roster, that was number 5, Mckenzie Rogers for Chicago House, who had that try as they take a corner here all the way back to Flores. Has a strike. Did it make it in? It did. First goal of the match to Chicago House. Evelyn Flores coming up the floor off the corner opportunity. Opens up the score line with a nice shot to the near post. Rattled around a little bit there. The Shoreline keeper, Carissa Quador, thought maybe she kept it out. But Shoreline now at home find themselves down by 1. It's Claudia Hernandez looking inside, can't get it there. Rogers dribbles it out of bounds. Shoreline kicking. Chicago House almost had transition moment there, but the connection between Brianna Gutierrez was not there. Scoop finding its way all the way to Evelyn Flores, who lets it go all the way over the end line. So far in this match, 1 shot, 1 goal, and it's by the goalkeeper of Chicago House. Exactly how everybody drew it up and thought how the first goal would happen. Pivot work up top. I believe that was Kiara Ruka. The left foot strike. Ecuador is able to knock it away for the time being. Chicago will have a corner. Here comes the corner into the mix. Shoreline able to get it out all the way back to Flores. Space in the middle. Rogers left foot strike. Great kick save from Carissa Quador there. Gutierrez puts it into play. It's going to be whistled for. Ball over the line. We'll have a turnover. Shoreline careless with it. Turn it right back over to the possession of Chicago House. Here's Kiara Ruka. Shot sails well over the bar. No trouble for Quador there. Quador goes short. Back to the near side, Cassie Wells. Chip looking in the direction of Riley Camp. It was out of her reach. Flores gets things going again for Chicago House. Back to goal, pressure from Shoreline, poked away by Cassie Wells. Yuridia Hernandez puts it into play. Here is Rogers quickly to the other side. Inside, nice turn, a little bit of space for Kiara Ruka. That's not the first time we've seen her receive the ball at the pivot position and look for a turn. Definitely keep your eye on her, number 29 for Chicago House. They're looking to play into the pivot in their offense. Chicago with possession right around the half line. Long diagonal Doesn't get there, but the second try does. Mckenzie Rogers turn, left foot strike off her back foot. Takes a deflection off of number 18. Looks like we don't have number 18 on our roster sheet. So we'll see who that is in a moment, but now Flores up again. Rogers with a toe poke at the top of the arc. That one could have been dangerous for Chicago. You see Shoreline make an entire line change. Chicago House go backwards. Now they play it in again. Up to the people's spot looking for a turn. Two defenders right there on her. It's Kiara Ruka. She tries to get it back here. And Shoreline get possession. Messer had it for a moment. Ball inside, deflected away. Shoreline able to keep Chicago House out for the time being. Here they go again. Touch inside, left foot. Looking for the near post was Kiara Ruka. Just about 5 minutes away here in the first half. Chicago House looking for a foul. Thought she got tripped up. It was number 23, Yuridia Hernandez. We take another look. It looks like she got her own foot there after the initial challenge. I think that's a proper no call. Here she is again. Going to take her defender on 1v1 now to the middle. Mckenzie Rogers. Left foot strike blocked. Shoreline get out and transition, no. Chicago House 3v2. Mckenzie Rogers. Her shot doesn't make it to the goalkeeper. Elise Vogel was there. In these first 5 minutes or so, it's been mostly Chicago House on the attack, in possession, in the attacking half. Haven't been able to see Shoreline put much possession together outside of the first play or so. Oh, that one. Oh, Rogers knew she missed an opportunity there, but can she put this one away? She does! And grabs the second goal of the match for Chicago. Good defensive effort by Chicago House. That was number 29, Kiara Ruka, who took the ball away initially, and then it was just the goalkeeper to beat for Mckenzie Rogers. Rogers gets her first goal of the match. Shoreline tried to put one across. Rogers was there. Number 5, Mckenzie Rogers for Chicago House, is definitely a player we are seeing emerge as a top talent for the Chicago House squad. She's been very critical in their attacks. Hailing from Michigan State University, one of the players that Coach Ramon Hernandez spoke highly of leading up to this match. She has it here. Inside and now to the wing. The ball sneaks by to the near post. Number 10, Ximena Magana, puts Chicago House up by 3. And the crowd is getting into it. The away Chicago House side. Getting the fans that traveled involved as we cut back to the match, and we see another one from Magana. And I think that's in the stands as we see it again. That's the men's team that is looking forward to their match later on today. So much time and space there for Ximena Magana. Gets her second goal of the match. Chicago men's team loving what they are seeing here in the first 6 minutes. The first game for their women's side. That ball from Mckenzie Rogers, too far. 14:03 to go. Restart here from Ecuador. Wouldn't be surprised to see a timeout soon from the Shoreline City side. Try to calm things down and get their feet back under them. Been under intense pressure, really just playing defense almost the whole time since probably 2 minutes into the game. Here's Chicago House with the ball. Up the floor, Evelyn Flores has a shot, saved by Ecuador, and she hangs on at the near post. Bianca Bobadilla for Shoreline. Looking up to the pivot spot. It's given away to Mckenzie Rogers. Now Caitlin Heiser, left foot, gets by Ecuador. Chicago have 5. Little shake and a left foot strike to the far post, and Chris Ecuador was there. Just couldn't get her body into the position to deflect that one away. Chicago House not letting up. Shoreline into the pivot spot. It was Riley Camp who's trying to lay it off for Claudia Hernandez. Touch not quite there, and Chicago House will have a restart from the goalkeeper position. Everything going Chicago House's way since kickoff, really. They possess here. Good defense from number 18 for Shoreline. Chicago House go backwards. Flores in the ball, quickly up. Thought Shoreline might have a transition opportunity there with Claudia Hernandez, but it's out of play. Chicago House in the attacking half. Ava Koos, number 14. Could have had a 1v keeper there. Couldn't quite get the touch she needed. Shoreline out across the face of goal. Riley Camp didn't get much behind it, but had she found a teammate in that area, it would have been an easy tap-in getting by goalkeeper Evelyn Flores. Corner for Shoreline, left foot blocked before it could get to the near post. Chicago now in transition. Shoreline getting back quickly. A shot, another one, post! And Carissa Ecuador keeps them out with the help of the goal frame. So we take another look. First one off her foot, second one a little chip off the post from number 10, Ximena Magana, looking for her hat trick. We mentioned in the Jolt Creativity pregame show, this is the first FCS women's action for both teams. Though I'm speaking with Coach Ramon Hernandez of Chicago House, many of his players have had a couple of years of futsal experience. We are seeing them clearly with an upper hand about halfway through this first half. Many of these Chicago House players actually play on the same outdoor team, so there's a lot of familiarity amongst them as they have an opportunity here. Looking to the near post. What a save from Ecuador. Getting her body in front of that close range try. Mckenzie Rogers off her right foot blocked. Still fighting for it. That was actually Jasleen Barriga number 7 on that try. Long one from Shoreline. Held up by number 20, Riley Camp. And now back up the floor, Cassie Wells. Try to get it to Camp to put together possession for Shoreline, and it's not there for them. Chicago House now to put it into play. Quickly given away. Shoreline an opportunity. Alex Johnson shot collected by Flores. Into the middle is the Chicago attack. Ava Koos working with teammate, I think that's number 21, Caitlin Heiser. So take another look. They're bringing the ball inside and getting clipped for Shoreline's first foul of the match. Three in the wall for Shoreline. Here comes the shot to the near post, blocked by the wall. Just out of reach for Chicago House there. 10:31 to go. Long strike. Thought for a moment it had a chance. Evelyn Flores tipped it away. And the strike that I believe came from number 2, Mallory Messer for Shoreline. Probably the most that they've tested Evelyn Flores in net. Here they are on the corner. Messer facing the double. Now Shoreline will put it back into play deep in the zone. A chip in. Flores has it. She puts it down at her feet. Has a teammate to the right, Ava Koos. It's too far for her. Shoreline will put it back into play. So after a whole lot of scoring for Chicago House in the first 6 minutes or so, things have calmed down for the time being. Shoreline look to fight their way back into this game. Turn and a pass from Alex Johnson off the mark. Chicago House now looking for their option forward. Just outside the arc, right foot strike off the post once again. Couldn't quite see who that was that took the shot on the far side. But a nice strike looking for the far post. I think it was Caitlin Heiser. So we take another look at it. Receiving the pass first time, nearly got the upper 90 on the far post. A great strike from Caitlin Heiser. Here, Chicago House go again. 1v keeper. Just missed hit by Brianna Gutierrez. Now a strike save there by Carissa Quador. She goes short to Bianca Bobadilla. Now Vivi Morales loses it. It's Barriga for Chicago House, winning that kick in. Ava Koos to put it into play. She receives it back. Just a little bit not sharp on that one as she had the line ready for her. I believe that was a faulty kick in. So turnover for Shoreline. Not once but twice, standing tall was Morales. But it safely finds the hands of Evelyn Flores. Jaslyn Barriga. Now Kara Groom inside. Shoreline defenders swarming, and now they have it. Looking down the line. There's number 7, Vivi Morales. Now a corner for Shoreline. They take it quick. A turn strike from number 15, Emily Olson. Shoreline try to maximize their opportunities forward. We haven't seen a lot of that for them today. Chicago on the counter. 1v keeper taken at a long distance. It's Heiser deciding to go early and try Ecuador. Whistle against Chicago House here. They're first. It's Caitlin Heiser who committed it. So each team with a foul. With 7:53 to go. Coos working on the near side, and now long diagonal. It's open. Left foot looking for the near post. I think that was Heiser. We see Coach Ramon Hernandez of Chicago House. He's also one of the head coaches for their men's side as well. He's got to be pleased with his team's performance with the 5-goal advantage here in the first half. And all 5 goals coming in the first 6 minutes or so. But Chicago House have been all over on the attack in this game. Ava Coos trying to bring it down. And now Chicago House attacking on the far side. Good defense from Vivi Morales to keep that ball from coming across. Corner left for Evelyn Flores, takes a strike. Ecuador is there, easy. She tries a go, and it's well off the mark. Shoreline make substitutes here. Looks like they might have done a full line change. Claudia Hernandez, Riley Camp on the floor for them. That was Kara Groom. Ball just went under her foot. She looked to play it first time. Ball back into play. Stolen by Chicago House. It's Barriga. Goes backwards. Inside to the pivot spot, looking to turn was Caitlin Heiser. Can she stay with it? Looks like she wins a corner. All the way to Evelyn Flores. She already has 1 goal to her name today. Left foot of Ava Coos off the mark, and a restart coming from Carissa Ecuador. Long distribution for Ecuador. Looking in the direction of Claudia Hernandez. Can't make that connection. Now Shoreline stepping up on defense. Can they create a turnover? They do. Oh wait, Riley Camp had Hernandez to her left. Couldn't quite get control of it. Now here is House with their own transition look. Caitlin Heiser denied by Carissa Ecuador. Corner kick coming up for Chicago. deflected out. Take another look at that try. Met at the near post by Quidor. We'll have our first timeout of the match. No indication on which team called that. We'll make our guess in a moment, but first, we would like to let you know that this match is sponsored by Ally Marketing. If you're looking for a partner in the marketing space that treats you more like a friend than a number in their checkbook, check out allymarketing.us, ALLYmarketing.us. Ally Marketing, let's be friends. I'm going to say I think that one was called by Shoreline City. We don't always get the officials motioning to us directly at the camera, but based on how long Shoreline is in this huddle and how quickly Chicago House departed, that's my guess. Looks like our clock runner in-house at the arena forgot that timeouts also stopped the clock, but that's okay. See the Chicago House ladies, looks like that is many of their starters there. Mckenzie Rogers, number 5, has been a huge component of their offense. We've seen Evelyn Flores come up big. She had the first goal. And Zemena Magana, number 10, I don't know that she's out there. She has 2 already. They came very quickly, such that when we were showing the replay of the first one, we almost missed the second one. That's how quickly she scored, and wow, from distance. I think that was Caitlin Heiser. First time off the corner, left foot. And once again, the left post of Carissa Quidor keeps Chicago House out. Quidor, goalkeeper for Shoreline, has been tried many times already in this game, facing 15 shots on goal and saving 10. Strike again. She make it through? I think she did. Evelyn Flores once again for Chicago House. Just to the near post. Looked like the ball might have had a little bit of movement on it as well. Yeah, it sure did. Kind of bending outwards for Evelyn Flores. Her second goal of the match, beating Quidor to the near post. Chicago House possession again. Iridia Hernandez into the middle. Is she going to commit the foul? She will. For Chicago's second one of the match. Just going back to that last strike by Evelyn Flores, something that is often missed on, when you're watching at home, is the movement of the ball sometimes on these shots and how that can make things more difficult for the goalkeeper. We had a nice look there on the replay that showed it bending a little bit to the outside, kind of hugging that near post. So we take a look at that foul once again. That's something that can be easily missed. We've had several chats with goalkeepers on the third half show. Being a goalkeeper is no joke in futsal. Multiple have said you have to be at least a level 11 crazy to stand in net. Right now, 10 saves for the goalkeeper on one side and 2 goals for the goalkeeper on the other. Less than 4 minutes to go in the first half. Nice turn there. Inside. Not quite there. Looking for Iridia Hernandez. All the way back to the defensive zone for Chicago House. Shoreline stepping up. Can they get possession? They do for a moment before it goes out of bounds for a kick-in. Gutierrez puts it back into play. And out of bounds in favor of Shoreline as they make a full change. And they are in a little bit of trouble here, making the substitution too early. I think there was just some misunderstanding that the substitute has to be made right here between the two markers, unlike basketball where you could just exit anywhere and walk around the outside of the area. So Shoreline now with 3:22 to go in the first half, looking for something that they can take with them into the halftime break, some kind of momentum, some kind of play, as they have been all but dominated here in the first half. Certainly not for a lack of effort, but Chicago House has been in control of this one. They have another chance here, looking for the goal once again, and they find it. Chicago House get number 7. We're still in the first half. That was Kiara Rucka, number 29. Finds the 5-hole and gets her first goal of the match. Shoreline really looking out of sorts, having a hard time maintaining any kind of possession, particularly in the attacking half. As they put this one into touch, Chicago House will have a restart. Oh, wide open at the top. Carissa Quador making the big save. Take another look, wide open, close range, nearly took it to the face, but she kept them out. As Flores restarts play for Chicago. Here's Hernandez, inside left foot, off the arm of Elise Vogel. Looks like the officials deemed it high enough up to not call a handball there. Corner inside, gets by for a moment. Brianna Gutierrez thought she'd have a look, but Quador collects. Hernandez puts it back into play. Here's Mckenzie Rogers to the far side. She's waiting for it in the middle. It doesn't go to her. Now Kiara Rucka. Oh, too big of a touch there on the control. Nice touches there. Finding Mckenzie Rogers. Space, left foot, post. Chicago House hit the post again. I think that's the 4th time. It is the other side this time. They've been hitting the other post so far today, so gotta let the other post in on the fun. Long left foot strike from Yurida Hernandez. Took a deflection and we'll have a Chicago House corner. Oh, this one right at Quador. She keeps them out. Carissa Quador will put this one back into play. Shoreline with a quick giveaway, 2v1. That one just out of the reach of Brianna Gutierrez. Just over a minute to go in the first half. Chicago House looking to add to their lead before half is over. Quidor keeps them out, and Mallory Messer finishes it off. They will retain possession. Long distribution. It's over the head of Alex Johnson. Kiera Rucka to put it back into play. And find Rogers, here she is, left foot strike. Great attempt at the kick save, but it's too much. And Rogers gets her second of the match. Off the outstretched foot of Carissa Quidor. Got a piece of it, but not quite enough. And Chicago House piling it on with their 8th goal of the match. With just over 40 seconds to go in the half. Can they find another one here? Shoreline closed the door. 30 seconds to go. Rogers all the way to the other side. It got through. Hernandez left foot, and it's wide. Door goes deep. Looking for Alex Johnson at the pivot spot. She draws a foul. 3rd of the match against Chicago House. Now here's an opportunity for Shoreline to find something positive to take with them into the locker room. We take another look at the foul. Johnson just kept from turning. Ava Koos could not believe the call. Here is Johnson now. Shot. Great save from Evelyn Flores. That one had pace and was placed well by Alex Johnson. 14 seconds to go. Shoreline with a corner. Oh, ball right across the face of goal. That nearly touched the goal line and might have. Flores could have accidentally just touched that one into the back of the net. Another corner here for Shoreline. Alex Johnson trying to find space, left foot not there. Also not there for Bradley. Chicago House the other way. Can they have something before the time expires? What a save! Carissa Quidor shuts the door. Wow, that was very close. Up comes Evelyn Flores. She wants another one, toe poke. Deflected by Ashley Bradley. 8 seconds on the arena clock, just slightly off from what you see on your screen. Corner comes in, and that is time for the first half. Chicago House in complete control with 8 goals on the road already. You can see their men's team in the back there in the stands. They were getting hype for their women's team. They have all things going for them in the first half, and going into the locker room, Shoreline City need to find something, and something big, to find a pathway back into this game. Halftime show presented by Ally Marketing is coming up on the other side of the commercial break. You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
The attack.
Kleppel now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Nice run out of here, Lansing City. Oh, excellent play. Lansing City with a goal. We were just talking about Ole's ability to make the extra pass, and wouldn't you know it, Lansing City does the same exact thing.
Just to comment about Jinga, another reason why the story is different this year for Lansing City is Jinga's team looked a lot better on the road than it did last year.
They did, yeah, they looked a lot better, and that's the part for me that I start to wonder about is some of these tactical decisions, because they have the effort, they're getting more talented players like Ewal Bagasi. He looked like a really strong player, and he's new to futsal as well. Shota Takabarake, he continues to have an impact every time he comes out.
Keeper play was good.
Yeah, keeper play
Jason
was
Clemson. Like, if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league, and he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Lucario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, that's a huge disparity.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
Sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Lansing City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
It was a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco got it. Yeah, Blanco touched it. Did you hear me say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. For Lansing City, they're the new pieces that looked promising in the Jinga game. Alec Nas, Alessandro Blanco, Ali Ahmed, Benny Alashari, Beto Espinal, the new players, and the growth of Jack Fisher, Drew Barney, physically and just in the game. Addition of Diego Bobadilla, we didn't see him in the last game, but I expect to see him here. I think that promising play from Ethan Castaneda, that is going to face a true test here. I mean, it
will.
You could say it's the ultimate test. Perhaps the ultimate test would be Ole away, maybe. But obviously you're playing the best team in the league that has shown that. So it's kind of like what is the state of these promising pieces for Lansing City and maturity? What is the state of that? And I just have to mention before we move on here, that game was so amazing. You know how many players under the age of 20 were part of it?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of
Ethan Castaneda, there's been times where something that he does in the game is exposed, or mistakes and things like that. He was amazing in this game. Last week against Jinga he was, and in this game he played really well, and I think the things that Lansing City have been investing in are starting to pay off. Gomez putting heavy pressure on. And here he is. He finishes. Olay go up by 1.
And when you think about the addition of Daniel De Leon and what he means to this team, we told you that he was the assist leader last season. The goal, outstanding effort from De Leon to create that. Really good positioning and understanding.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
Welcome to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. Ally Marketing, let's be friends.
Welcome back to the Futsal Champions Series Women's Division. Chicago House on the road in Muskegon, taking on Shoreline City. And currently Chicago House, they have it all wrapped up in the first half. 8 goals to Shoreline's nothing. Chicago looking very good in this game. They are having their way on offense. They've had the ball in the attacking half for probably 70% of this match. Their touch is looking good. They're finding opportunities. The Shoreline defense is having a hard time dealing with it. This has been a rough game for them so far. Their possession of the ball has been not very often. They've had a couple of tries on goalkeeper Evelyn Flores that she has handled well. One of the stats that really jumps out to me that I think tells a big story of the first half is goalkeeper Carissa Quador of Shoreline City. Even though she's given up 8 goals, she has 16 saves. So 16 times outside of the 8 that have gone in that she has been called upon to make a play to keep Chicago House out. She has been putting forth her best effort and been doing very well. In the halftime locker room, I imagine Shoreline, they're trying to find, okay, what are pieces of the game that we can focus on to bring value to our team and in the future from this game. An 8-goal scoreline, especially the way the game is going, it's very unlikely that you're going to come back and win. But can you find pieces in the game that are going to be good to focus on and practice now that you can take forward? And if you start scoring a couple goals early, hey, gates are open. Let's try to get back into the game. For Chicago House, keep doing what you're doing. Step on the gas probably. And if the score continues to increase, you have freedom and opportunity to try new things. Maybe they try to fly their keeper. Maybe they put in a 5th attacker to practice some of those moments. But right now, it's all Chicago House at the break. Thanks for joining us so far. This has been the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. We'll see you guys on the other side of another break for second half kickoff. We're ticking down to the final moments. Shoreline City trying to put something together. Aldoni Mendez, he's shielding off Hasevic. His toe poke finds the back of the net. Shoreline's up by 1 with a minute to play.
Wow, Aldoni Mendez just showing his intelligence to shield the ball, to not let Hasevic come through, and just to prevent, Hasevic is pulling at him, just prevent any.
Ball. Being the rocket it is, that could cause some trouble tonight for Fabian Rodriguez in goal. And Shoreline, big time stop right off it, and the rebound buried in there. And Shoreline just continuing to lay it on thick.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Tonight, the first ever FIFA Women's Futsal World Cup takes place at Detroit. Go in and they get the first of the night. Wonderful work deep into the Jenga zone. There was Detroit Imperial, and we see them with a sigh of relief after opportunity after opportunity. And who else? Depoche to Abdullah Assal.
Mckenzie plays it in. Gets it right back to Ramsey Terminini. Weisenhunt's across. Whoa! Hold up! Ramsey Terminini from the circle.
And just like that, Jenga is back in this match. What a shot from Terminini from deep.
My.
Unbelievable. He unleashes just power.
Placement to the upper 90 back post, and the lead is ultimately asking the question, like, was this the best match of futsal on U.S. soil? From a perspective of an entire 40 minutes of futsal, two teams that are playing really good futsal. It's back and forth, but not because it's chaotic.
The intensity just kept increasing.
Yeah.
And it started at kickoff.
Very little drop-off or mistake, and they just keep playing that really good futsal. This is what it's supposed to look like right here. There's no doubt that the environment, it's a part of what makes the game what it is. But I think like this is a game that if you took all that away and you just watched the game, it would be amazing still. Like if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league. And he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Lucario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, that's a huge disparity.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Futsal Champions Series as we are a go for half number 2. And right out of the gate, Chicago House keeping pressure up. 2 quick saves right there by Carissa Quidor, and she has to boot it away. Second half starting off with a bang for Chicago House, picking up right where they left off on the attack. It looks like they have a change in goalkeeper for them. I think number 17, Isabella Gutierrez, is in the back of the net. And I think it still looks to be Chris Ecuador in net for Shoreline. We'll update you if we notice anything different. Well, Shoreline City also following suit in changing their goalkeepers. Number 0, Ava Wibberding, in net for them now for the second half. A nice move in the back for Chicago House. That was number 7, Jaslyn Barriga, put it out into touch. So if you're just joining us here in the second half, Chicago House piling on 8 goals in the first. Really in control of this match from the beginning. Majority of play happening in the Shoreline defending half. A turn and a strike looking for the near post. It's not there. Oh, it still looks like it's number 55, Chris Ecuador, in net, unless the numbers are incorrect. This one goes out of play for Chicago House, and Shoreline will have the ball. Shoreline to put things back into play and get a new ball all the way from the benches. It'll be number 7, Vivi Morales, to put it back into play. Right back to goalkeeper. All the way to the other end of the floor. And we have sorted out, it is Ava Wibberding in goal, just wearing a different number than what we expected according to the roster sheet. So a change for both sides. And she's tested here, really was tested very early on in the first 10 seconds of the match, of the second half. A couple of shots from Chicago House. Chicago House looking for a way forward, and they will draw a foul. Shoreline have their first foul of the half. As we take another look, a little too physical for the referee's liking. Emily Olson whistled for that. Now Shoreline, a nice turn. Oh, off the post. Was Morales on the turn. Nearly putting Shoreline on the board. They'll have a corner here. Another left foot strike from Morales. Save by Isabella Gutierrez. For the first time she's been tried today. Comes up with a clean save. Now here is Chicago House across half. 3 Shoreline defenders in the area. Ball across near the area of the top of the arc. Caitlin Krulek follows it out of bounds, and we'll have a part of a line change here for Shoreline. Oh, quick turnover. Good recovery there by the Shoreline defense. They're not out of it yet. Great block by Velez. 80 Velez pushing that one out for a Chicago corner. They take it right back out of bounds. All the way to the top, right at the circle. A touch, another one. Space, and it's off the mark for number 10, Ximena Magana. One of the 3 players of Chicago House looking for a hat trick as we see that dangerous opportunity for Chicago there that they weren't able to convert on. Some played out of bounds in favor of Chicago House. Here is Ava Koos. Inside looking for a turn was Caitlin Heiser. It's given away. She gets it right back down the line. Space near the top. Kept out by Cassie Wells, and she has it here. Wells puts it back into play. All the way up from goal was Ava Wibberding. Had to come out of her crease to clear it away. Now possession at the foot of Isabella Gutierrez. Going inside, pass just off the mark. Shoreline take over, trying to transition. They have another shot here. Met by number 14, Ava Koos, no call. Strong play, 1v keeper. Just wide for Brianna Gutierrez. But a deflection by Shoreline. Kara Groom to put it back into play on the corner for Chicago. Leaves it all the way for Gutierrez. Isabella Gutierrez in the toe poke. Didn't miss by much. That one also took a deflection. We'll see if Isabella Gutierrez there in net can follow the lead of first half goalkeeper Evelyn Flores, who not only had 6 saves but also 2 goals of her own. Probably the only 2-goal scorer for Chicago House that likely won't have a chance at a hat trick, but one that might on goal number 9 for Chicago House. That was number 25, Kara Groom. Her first goal of the match, and Chicago House have 9. Change of direction in the middle. No Shoreline defenders, and Chicago House again. Great save. Called upon twice was Ava Wibberding. And again, she collects it. Another turnover, Chicago House. Right to the hands of Wibberding. She shows her goalkeeper form. Put that one over the bar. Off the corner. Here is Magana. Ball touched away by Cassie Wells. Playing it back and forth. Magana and Groom. And now number 14, Ava Koos, with her own try, and it's deflected out for the corner. Left all the way back for Isabella Gutierrez. And from the circle, she puts it away near post. Great strike from Isabella Gutierrez. On the first time look, past the outstretched leg of Wibberding. And her first goal of the match puts Chicago House into double digits. 5 minutes here into the second half. No slowing down for Chicago House. Magana Working with number 21, Heiser on the near side. Save from Wibberding. Here comes the corner. Coos all the way back to Gutierrez. Inside to Magana. Tries to find a turn, it's not there. Here's Coos' shot. Wibberding meets it. A touch inside by Caitlin Heiser, a little too long as we take another look at the chance at the near post for Heiser, kept out by Wibberding. Shoreline keeping Chicago House out during that chance off the corner, but they're not out of it yet. It's a 1v keeper near post, off the post to follow up. Caitlin Heiser can't put it through after I think that was Kara Groom who had the ball off the post. Outside of the foot try from Ava Coos, not there. I don't think hitting the post is an official stat, but if we were tracking it, Chicago House has been just, they'd be racking that stat up. I think probably 5 or 6 tries off one of the posts throughout this match. As we see them have a full line change. You see number 5, Mckenzie Rogers there in the first half. 2 goals on 2 shots and 3 assists. She has been a huge difference maker for this Chicago House team. The only player with more than 1 assist, as well as paired with 2 goals. Player out of Michigan State University for Chicago House. She has it here. Outside of the foot to the far side. Long diagonal wide open. Gutierrez tried to find her teammate at the back post. Wibberding split save, a little bit out of her reach, but safely across the end line. Chicago House looked to be rotating their players around every 5 minutes or so. We have 2 balls on the court for a second. Take care of that and restart coming from Isabella Gutierrez. Long distribution looking for Kiera Rucka, not there. Try goes over the bar for Mallory Messer. Turn for Chicago House. Trying to get by 2-3 Shoreline defenders, not there. Goes all the way back to Isabella Gutierrez. She's had a very quiet half, but she's going to be tried here and makes her second save of the half. Corner for Shoreline. Essentially, what's on for them here? First time for number 5, Elise Vogel. All the way back to Wibberding. She looks for the long one, not there. Chicago House with numbers. Can't go quick enough and Shoreline get back. Space though. Now on the side. Yuridia Hernandez to the top of the arc. Oh, great play between the 3 attackers there. Chicago House come up empty as we see Coach Cody Harrell of Shoreline directing his team in the same way as the Chicago House coach, also coaches the men's futsal side as well. Trying to direct his team to something of value that they can collect from this match that they have been working very hard to have any kind of foothold in. Mckenzie Rogers, great run. She has it here, toe poke. Can't stop that. Goal number 11, and it's a hat trick for Mckenzie Rogers. See that again. Great movement from Mckenzie Rogers. It's a marker of a good futsal player, their off-ball movement, making that run in from the wing. She gets her 3rd goal, now at 3 goals and 3 assists. Foul, or maybe the ball came out over the line. No, it was a foul. Whistle against the home side of Shoreline. It was number 15. Emily Olson got whistled for it. 13 minutes to go. Chicago House to restart play. Iridia Hernandez all the way here on the near side. And also Isabella Gutierrez in the back. Instead, choosing to go to the pivot spot, and it's out of the reach of, I think that is number 24, Gutierrez. Now the long distribution in the direction of Emily Olson. Out of play, and the officials make their decision. Goes for Chicago House. They get by 1, and to the floor she goes. 3rd foul accumulated by Shoreline, and Chicago House will have a free kick in a dangerous position here. Tara Groom on the attack, drawing that foul. Here is a left foot try from Iridia Hernandez, and sails over the bar. Hernandez still looking for her 1st goal of the match. There's been quite a lot to go around for this Chicago House team. So we see a nice close-up of the well-taped lines of this court. And now Shoreline City the other way, 2v1. Great defense from Rogers to stop that attack. That could have been the best chance for Shoreline. Really all game, that was a 2v1. Could have turned into a 1v keeper. They have not seen the likes of that in this one yet. Long lifted ball right to the defense. Up the floor goes number 7, Vivi Morales. Still fighting for it with teammate Olson. Eventually over the sideline. And it will be Shoreline ball. They go quick. They are whistled for an infraction on the kick-in. Bianca Bobadilla at fault. Looking for the long diagonal out of the back with Chicago House. Turned over, Emily Olson trying to work with Caitlin Krulek. Chicago House take over. Ball into the middle, space, left foot. Blocked by Ava Wibberding. She's tried again, and this time hangs on. Kiera Rucka on the tries for Chicago House. All up the floor, wide open was Kiera Rucka. Quickly getting back, Cassie Wells. Now Chicago House with possession. Mckenzie Rogers finding space, running through, forcing Rucka backwards was the Shoreline defense for the try from Gutierrez to put it up the floor. Shoreline kicking. So kick in gets called back. will be Hernandez to put it into play. She has it again here. Down the line with space. Takes a try with her left foot, didn't miss by much at the near post. Chicago House applying high pressure and a try to the sideline by Adi Velez. Goes out of bounds. Hernandez puts it into play, finds Rogers, right back to her. On the other side, and finished. Kiera Rucka, number 29, gives Chicago House their 12th. That line will take a break. Tacking on 2 more goals for Chicago House. A little touch inside in the left foot through the 5-hole of Wibberding. Rucka finds the back of the net for the 2nd time today. Here we go once again, halfway through the 2nd half. Chicago House with the 12-0 lead. They have scored 4 goals in this half. Came into this half with an 8-0 advantage. Really have not been tested on the defensive side yet this half. There they are with a numbers advantage. Can they keep it in? They do. It's Heiser. She still has it. Ball into the middle, cleared away. She had Kara Groom overlapping her to the left, but opted to go into the middle instead. This ball down the line, not controlled, and Shoreline will put it back into play. Here's Velez. Looking to the pivot spot. In and out for Camp. Lost by Hernandez. Chicago House a 2v1. Just out of the reach of Ava Koos. They could have had their 13th there. As we see Shoreline make a full line change as well. Elise Vogel coming in. Ashley Bradley entering. And restarting will be Wibberding. Alex Johnson with it here. Turn. Good turn there to position herself for a shot. Now Wibberding looking for Johnson. Not there. Chicago House gets the shot away, and Ava Wibberding kick save. Shoreline take over. Trying to get forward. Bradley loses control, and it will be a restart from Isabella Gutierrez. Distribution to the half line. Turnover for Shoreline. 1v keeper out to meet it is Gutierrez. And she stops Shoreline in their tracks as they were seeking to get on the board. Messer puts it back into play, right to the hands of Gutierrez. Here's Amanda Magana. Sliding tackle from Mallory Messer to keep that shot from finding Wibberding. Ball to the top of the arc. Good chance for Amanda Magana trying to find her hat trick. Now Chicago House on the attack again. Giveaway to the middle. It's all the way back to Gutierrez. Scoop by Shoreline, taken over by Chicago House. Good defending there by Alex Johnson. Tried to keep it in for a moment, but was over the end line for a restart. Here's Barriga. And now Magana going down the line, splitting the defense to the middle. Ball in on goal. Nice save at the near post, not once but twice for Ava Wibberding. Chicago offense and talent has just been too much for the Shoreline defense today. Nice turn there from Magana as the defender slips. As Ashley Bradley take another look at the try from point blank range, 2 in a row. Ava Wibberding standing tall. Off the corner, Isabella Gutierrez. Pinball off of, thought it was off of Chicago House, but not according to the official. Off the post. Wibberding again comes up with a save. She's close to 15 on the half. Currently a total recorded 32 saves across both goalkeepers for Shoreline City today. They have been busy. You see that again. Got a piece of Wibberding's right foot. I think she kind of deflected it to the near post, nearly put it in off her own body. Was able to keep it out. 7.5 to go. Can't get all that she wanted on it for Heiser. Right at the top of the arc with a clear look. Here is Shoreline. Morales keeps possession with a kick in, trying to find Emily Olsen. Kept it in for a moment, but can't get it near the net. Gutierrez will restart. All the way up to the pivot spot, looking for Caitlin Heiser. Giveaway, 1v keeper. Here's Emily Olsen. Can she put it away? Isabella Gutierrez says no way. She meets her at the top of the arc. Giveaway. Here's Chicago House on the transition. Shot, kick, save. Ava Wibberding showing her talent at the goalkeeper position as we see the goalkeeper on the other side doing exactly what she needed to keep the ball out of the net and maintain a clean sheet for Chicago House. Heiser on the try, deflected away. .6:45 remaining in the game. Ball inside, wow, deflection. Jasleen Barriga nearly put that one past Wibberding. Almost don't know how it didn't find the back of the net. See if we have that one on replay. Take a look at it next time the ball goes out of bounds. Distribution up to the pivot spot. A turn, left foot strike from Heiser goes wide. As we see that try again off the corner. Left foot strike, tough to see there, but Heiser with the shot and the deflection from Barriga in the middle. Take a look from this angle. Got a piece of it just right at the body of Wibberding. Morales trying to find a way forward. It's not there. Chicago House with a 4v1. The Shoreline defenders trying to get back near post. Big squeaks by Wibberding. Chicago House have 13. Jaslene Barriga on the try to the near post. You can see Wibberding not happy that that one got by. Felt like she should have made that save. She made better saves than that today. That one finds its way into the back of the net as she's tried again. Can't take a break. 2 in a row, denying Chicago House. That has been happening quite a bit this half, where Wibberding makes a save and has a follow-up opportunity and has to make another one, and she's been just about perfect on that today. That is not easy as a goalkeeper to make successive saves, especially in a situation like this where the pressure is on and it just keeps coming and coming. She's had to make 20 saves already this half. Just under 6 minutes to go. Shoreline trying to counter. Can't really get much behind that chance to bother Isabella Gutierrez. Here is Magana. Tries to go inside, but it's right to the Shoreline defense. A long try. And Vivi Morales is off the mark. Turn from Caitlin Heiser, out of bounds. Shoreline will take over. Little shove in the back by number 7, Jaslene Barriga there. It's going to be the first foul for Chicago House as we see 4 of their players ready to make the change. Oh, wow, that one came right across the middle of the court, the top of the arc. It is still Shoreline ball. Chicago House able to make that change. Mckenzie Rogers back on the floor. Yuridia Hernandez back on the floor. This one off the corner. Heidi Velez got good contact, but sent it over the bar. Long distribution. Great touch from Rogers. Puts it into the middle. Great defense from Velez. Chicago House quickly take over. Here's Gutierrez. Rihanna Gutierrez. She gets whistled for what is going to be the 5th foul. Must have missed one here on my tally. And so that puts Shoreline at 5, and if they commit any more fouls, it will be a penalty from the 10-meter spot. Here's Rucka. Strike right into the wall. Follow up off the mark. Rucka, Gutierrez, Hernandez, and Rogers on the floor for Chicago House. Camp, Wells. I believe that's Reles. Velez, the 4 on the floor for Shoreline. Chip into the pivot spot, looking for Riley Camp. She can't bring it down. And will be a kick in for Chicago House. At this point of the game, certainly tough. If you are the Shoreline squad, things have not been in your favor all day. Really just facing a team that is clearly better. And for Chicago House, they just continue to play at their level, move the ball, keep possession. Players like this, Mckenzie Rogers creating. Now Yuridia Hernandez has some space, looking to get on the left foot, finds it. And Ava Wibberding closes the door. She has reached over 20 saves now. She has only played in this second half as Shoreline make some changes here. That ball out of the range of Mckenzie Rogers. Just over 4 minutes now. Shoreline put it into play right around the halfway line. Going to go down the line. It's played out of bounds by Ashley Bradley. She's joined by Mallory Messer, Elise Vogel, and Alex Johnson on the floor for the Shoreline Black. Chicago looking to possess out of the back. Patient with it. Thought it'd be a 1-2. It goes all the way across to the other side. Now Kiara Ruka. Space down the line, looking inside. Mckenzie Rogers made a run. Ball was a little late getting to her, and it's over the end line for a restart. So we see Wibberding get into the frame and try to distribute long. It's over the end line on the other side, so Gutierrez will have her own try. All the way up to the pivot spot, a touch for Brianna Gutierrez. She still has it here, and Shoreline make the play and receive possession. Got some space on her left foot for Kiara Ruka, and it goes just wide. And is inside to Gutierrez. She's still tracking it down, and it's out of play from Ava Wibberding. Now Rogers to put it into play. Hernandez inside, time and space, back to Rogers. Outside of the football, that's a good skill there. One of the key foundations of futsal skill, being able to play that quick outside of the foot pass. You see it much more in the game of futsal than in the outdoor game. Long try, had a chance as Isabella Gutierrez had to backpedal and push it over. Let's see it one more time. 3/4 court from number 5, Elise Vogel. Try to catch Gutierrez off her line. Short corner for Shoreline. Looking to play across was Bradley. And hitting the floor is Yuridia Hernandez, and that is foul number 6 against Shoreline. So we're going to see a 10-meter penalty for the camo green. Speed number 23, Yuridia Hernandez, to step up, seeking goal number 14 for the visitors from Chicago. On the other side, Ava Wibberding has the opportunity for at least save number 22 here. She is allowed to come off her line for this try. 10 meters away, Yuridia Hernandez, left foot to the top corner. Wow. In a 14-goal game, when you get to goal 14, it's not always as exciting, but that one was a sniper to the top corner. No one is saving that from Yuridia Hernandez. Here she has it again. Puts it into the mix. On the follow-up is Ruka. Still has it at her feet. eventually out of play, and it will be essentially a corner for Chicago House here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, ball inside, nearly getting a piece of it was Rogers. And Shoreline attempt to go forward is not on the mark. Hernandez back to Gutierrez. Now Rogers finding Hernandez. Space down the left side for Hernandez. She found the back post! Yuridia Hernandez on a tough angle. It's her second goal in just a matter of seconds. Wow. Just a great placement from Hernandez over the outstretched foot of Ava Wibberding. That's another strike that going to have a tough time saving as a goalkeeper. Off the inside of the post. This time the post is not the defender, but helps out Chicago House for goal number 15. Just over a minute to go here in the first FCS women's match for these two squads as Kiera Rucka gets pulled to the ground. Thought that she got fouled. No call from the official. Now 1v1 for Caitlin Krulek. She is bumped off the ball and dispossessed. Nice touches there out of the back. But Shoreline perhaps have a chance. 1v keeper, just wide, and she can't believe it. It's number 15, Emily Olson, as we see it again. It's a golden opportunity that she knows didn't go the way she wanted it to. Under a minute now. Wibberding, near side Morales. Looks for the long diagonal and finds it. Touches a little bit big. Olsen collected for a moment, and now Chicago House 2v1 the other way. Kick save, and again for Wibberding on the follow-up. Kiera Rucka on the attack. Nice touch there from Mckenzie Rogers, adding a little flair to it. Why not? Up 15 with 24 to go. Probably going to be whistled for faulty kicking, yes, as it was placed off the line. We get close to the final seconds here in Muskegon for this women's match. Chicago House looking for another one at the near post. Wibberding is there. Clock on your screen might differ slightly from the one inside the arena as we tick down to the final seconds. And it was exactly on this time, and we end with a final score of 15. 1-5, 2-0. Chicago House, the visitors, coming into Muskegon and trouncing the home team in the black with the pinstripes. Don't forget, this is the first game of our doubleheader, and up next is the men's side, Shoreline versus Chicago, a rematch from Chicago's, actually both teams' second game of the season, where Shoreline came out with the victory by a score of 9-5. There were 7, count them 7, 10-meter penalties in that game, and Shoreline scored on 4 of them, and they won by 4. That is the rematch that is coming up almost directly after this. I think kickoff is about an hour from now. Looking at 5 p.m. Eastern for that one, so we have a little bit of time in between. This one, it is all those Chicago House ladies in the green camo with the orange trim, putting up 15 in their first FCS women's match including 3 goals from goalkeepers. Mckenzie Rogers had 3 of her own as well as 3 assists. Ximena Magana had 2 in quick succession in the first half. Yuridia Hernandez with 2 near the end there with 2 great place strikes. And they will have a happy drive back to Chicago. And we'll see how the men's team does in an hour or so. And that does it for this broadcast. I am Jared Kleppel. Actually, one thing I forgot. Not only is there this game that's coming up, let's take a look. I believe it is right here. So this is the game that I was referring to in about an hour, 5 p.m. Eastern, right here on FCS Live. It's going to be Miguel Cervantes and Shoreline City taking on Rafael Hernandez and Chicago House. Shoreline they had a really exciting tie at the beginning of the year against Midwest, where they came back from down 4 not once but twice. Actually went ahead at the end of the game, and a deflection brought it back to a draw, whereas Chicago House had an embarrassing weekend. Their first time out, they haven't played in about 3 weeks. So what happened in that last 3 weeks for them? And can they challenge this Shoreline team that has 10 points on the table? And then later on today, in the Lansing City Arena, Ali Ahmed and Lansing City welcome Jose Vicario, one of the league's best goalkeepers, and Midwest United, who are still undefeated, for a showdown in Lansing. This is actually the only time these 2 teams will meet in the regular season. 2 teams that could very well likely be in the top 3 by the end of the year, so this is a big one in Lansing, in the Lansing City Arena. That one at 7 p.m. right here on FCS Live. So don't miss the upcoming action. That's all for now. Chicago House taking this one by a score of 15-0. I'm Jared Kleppel along with the rest of the FCS Live production team. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. They're currently down 2. Here's Hindich at the near post. She slots it in. What a placement.
Yeah, fantastic.
From number 9,
placement.
Medina Hindich. We take another look.
That's what,
wow.
Ole has to be frustrated with the goalkeeping. I mean, he's going to be the best pivot in the league. Best pivot in the league. Yeah, we really hadn't even talked about him yet today. So incredible on the ball. His ability to hold up play, his ability to allow the offense to run through him, his creativity, his ability to capture the ball and spin and shoot and score. It's just really one of the best in the league. I mean, him and Trezor Crispane, I think, are the best, the most solid traditional pivots that we have in the league.
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised with how we did. I feel like we did compete to the level that we could. I think you could definitely tell our lack of experience. I think some of our goals were generally just some mistakes, and I think it's a combination of nerves and just not having the experience playing at the pace that we were playing. It's really